Picture this. You walk into a workshop and see three people working. The first person is hammering nails into wood, focused only on getting the task done. The second person is carefully measuring angles and selecting the right tools, thinking through each step. The third person pauses, steps back, and looks at their work with something different in their eyes. Something deeper. Today we're diving into a quote that perfectly captures the evolution of human work and why understanding these three levels could completely transform how you approach everything you do. St. Francis of Assisi once said something profound that still echoes through workshops, offices, and creative spaces around the world today. He who works with his hands is a laborer. He who works with his hands and head is a craftsman. But he who works with his hands, head, and heart is an artist. These aren't just pretty words. This is a roadmap for human potential that explains why some people create forgettable work while others leave legacies that inspire generations. But here's what most people miss about this quote. It's not just about traditional arts and crafts. Every single job, every task, every project in your life can exist at any of these three levels. So whether you're flipping burgers, writing code, teaching children, or running a business, you have the choice to operate as a laborer, a craftsman, or an artist. The difference isn't in what you do, it's in how you do it. Let's start with the laborer. Now before we go any further, let me be crystal clear about something. There is absolutely nothing wrong with being a laborer. Labor is the foundation of civilization. Without laborers, nothing gets built, nothing gets made, nothing gets done. Every single one of us has been a laborer at some point, and many of us still are laborers in certain aspects of our lives. This isn't about hierarchy or value judgments, it's about understanding different approaches to work. The laborer works with their hands. They focus on the physical execution of tasks, they follow instructions, complete assignments, and get things done. Their primary concern is efficiency and completion. They measure success by how much they accomplish and how quickly they accomplish it. Think about someone working on an assembly line or a construction worker following blueprints, or even yourself when you're just trying to get through your daily chores. The mindset is simple and practical. Do the work, do it well, do it fast. There's a beautiful simplicity to this approach. When you're operating as a laborer, you don't need to overthink things. You have clear instructions, defined goals, and measurable outcomes. You show up, you do the work, you go home. For many tasks in life, this is exactly the right approach. Not everything needs to be a masterpiece. Sometimes you just need to get stuff done. But here's where it gets interesting. Some people get stuck at the laborer level, even when the situation calls for more. They follow instructions without question, never wondering if there's a better way. They complete tasks without considering the bigger picture. They work hard but not smart. And while their dedication is admirable, they miss opportunities to add more value and find more fulfillment in their work. Now let's talk about the craftsman. The craftsman works with both hands and head. They bring thinking into the equation. They don't just execute tasks, they understand them. They consider the why behind the what. They look for ways to improve processes, to increase quality, to solve problems more elegantly. The craftsman has developed skills and knowledge that go beyond basic execution. When you operate as a craftsman, you're constantly learning. You study your field, you experiment with techniques, you seek to understand the principles behind your work. You take pride not just in completing tasks, but in doing them with skill and intelligence. You develop what we might call professional expertise. You become someone others turn to for advice and guidance. Think about a master carpenter who doesn't just nail boards together, but understands wood grain, joint strength, and architectural principles. Or a software developer who doesn't just write code, but considers user experience, system performance, and maintainability. Or a teacher who doesn't just deliver lessons, but understands learning psychology, individual student needs, and curriculum design. So these are craftsmen. They've elevated their work by bringing their mind into the process. The craftsman mindset is powerful because it creates value beyond the immediate task. When you approach work as a craftsman, you're building something larger than the sum of its parts. You're developing expertise that compounds over time. You're solving problems that others can't see. You're creating work that stands out from the crowd because it's informed by knowledge and skill. But even craftsmanship has its limitations. A craftsman might create technically perfect work that lacks soul. They might optimize processes without considering human impact. They might build things that work beautifully but don't touch anyone's heart. This is where the third level comes in. The artist works with hands, head, and heart. They bring emotion, passion, and personal vision into their work. And they don't just execute tasks or solve problems, they express something deeper. They infuse their work with meaning that resonates beyond its functional purpose. The artist sees their work as a form of communication, a way to connect with others and contribute something unique to the world. Now, when most people hear the word artist, they think of painters and musicians and writers. But artistic thinking can be applied to any field. Steve Jobs was an artist. He didn't just create computers, he created experiences that people loved. He brought aesthetic vision and emotional intelligence to technology. Mother Teresa was an artist. She didn't just help the poor, she transformed how the world thinks about compassion and service. Her work came from her heart and touched hearts. You can be an artistic burger flipper who creates joy for customers through attention to detail and genuine care. You can be an artistic accountant who helps people feel confident and secure about their financial future. You can be an artistic software engineer who designs programs that make users feel empowered and delighted. The key is bringing your whole self to the work, including your values, your emotions, and your unique perspective on what matters. Here's what's fascinating about these three levels. Most people assume they're completely separate categories, that you're either one or the other. But the truth is, you can move between these levels throughout your day, throughout your career, throughout your life. Sometimes the situation calls for laborer mode. You need to just get stuff done without overthinking it. Sometimes you need craftsman mode to solve complex problems and deliver high-quality results. And then sometimes you need artist mode to create something that matters deeply and connects with people. The most successful and fulfilled people are those who can consciously choose which level to operate at based on the situation. They know when to just execute, when to think strategically, and when to pour their heart into their work. They understand that all three approaches have value, and they've developed the ability to shift between them as needed. But here's the challenge most people face. Our education system and our culture often push us toward the laborer mindset. Follow instructions, complete assignments, don't ask too many questions, get the right answer, move on to the next task. This serves certain purposes, but it can also trap us in limiting ways of thinking about work and life. Many people never make the transition to craftsman thinking because they're afraid to take responsibility for outcomes beyond basic task completion. They worry that thinking too much will slow them down or get them in trouble. They prefer the safety of clear instructions and defined expectations, but this safety comes at a cost. They miss opportunities to add more value, to learn and grow, to find deeper satisfaction in their work. Even fewer people make the leap to artistic thinking because it requires vulnerability. When you put your heart into your work, you risk having that heart rejected or criticized. It's easier to hide behind technical competence or simple task completion than to express something personal and meaningful. But this is exactly what the world needs more of. Think about the work that has had the biggest impact on your life. The teachers who changed your perspective. The products that solved problems you didn't even know you had. The services that made you feel valued and understood. The books, movies, or songs that spoke to your soul. I guarantee you that these came from people operating at the artist level. They brought their whole selves to their work, and that made all the difference. So how do you develop this progression in your own life? How do you move from laborer to craftsman to artist? It starts with awareness. Begin paying attention to which level you're operating at in different situations. Are you just going through the motions? Or are you thinking deeply about your work? Are you bringing your personality and values into what you do? Or are you keeping yourself separate from your work? For the craftsman level, focus on continuous learning. Whatever you do, study it more deeply. Understand the principles behind the practices. Learn from experts in your field. Experiment with new approaches. Ask yourself not just what you're doing, but why you're doing it and how it could be done better. Read books, take courses, find mentors, develop expertise that goes beyond basic competence. For the artist level, focus on connection and meaning. Ask yourself what you care about deeply. What values do you want to express through your work? What kind of impact do you want to have on other people? How can you bring more of your authentic self into what you do? This might mean taking more creative risks, being more vulnerable, or finding ways to inject your personality and passion into your work. But here's something crucial to understand. You don't need to abandon the laborer or craftsman approaches to become an artist. The most powerful artists are also skilled craftsmen and efficient laborers. They can execute tasks quickly when needed, think strategically about problems, and infuse their work with heart and soul. They've developed all three capacities and learned when to use each one. This progression also isn't always linear. You might be an artist in one area of your life while being a laborer in another. You might start as a craftsman in a new field, then move to laborer as you focus on building basic skills, then eventually develop into an artist as you gain confidence and find your voice. The key is being intentional about your approach rather than just defaulting to whatever feels comfortable or familiar. One thing that often holds people back from this progression is the fear of being seen as pretentious or grandiose. They worry that calling themselves artists or bringing their hearts into their work will be seen as silly or self-important. But here's the truth. The world needs more people who care deeply about their work, who bring creativity and passion to whatever they do, who see their daily activities as opportunities to contribute something meaningful. We're living in a time when automation and artificial intelligence are handling more and more of the laborer and even craftsman functions. The work that will remain valuable and fulfilling is the work that comes from uniquely human capacities. Creativity, empathy, vision, the ability to see connections and possibilities that machines cannot. These are the qualities of the artist, and they're becoming more important every day. Another barrier people face is perfectionism. They think they need to be perfect craftsmen before they can become artists, or that their artistic work needs to be flawless before it has value. But this misses the point entirely. Being an artist isn't about perfect execution, it's about authentic expression. Your first attempts at bringing your heart into your work might be clumsy or incomplete, and that's perfectly fine. The important thing is to start where you are and gradually develop your capacity for meaningful work. The beautiful thing about this progression is that it creates a positive feedback loop. When you approach your work with more skill and heart, you typically get better results. Better results lead to more satisfaction and recognition. More satisfaction and recognition motivate you to invest even more of yourself in your work. You begin to see possibilities you never noticed before. You start contributing in ways you never imagined. This doesn't mean every moment of every day needs to be a masterpiece, and there is still plenty of room for straightforward task completion and efficient problem solving. But when you have the capacity to operate at all three levels, you can choose the approach that best serves the situation and your own development. As we wrap up, I want you to think about your own work, whatever it might be. Where are you operating primarily as a laborer? Where have you developed craftsman skills? Where might you have opportunities to bring more of your heart and vision into what you do? How could your work become a form of self-expression and contribution to something larger than yourself? The progression from laborer to craftsman to artist isn't just about career development. It's about human development. It's about becoming more fully yourself and offering your unique gifts to the world. Whether you're building houses, raising children, managing teams, creating content, or doing anything else, you have the opportunity to elevate your approach and find deeper meaning in your daily activities. The choice is always yours. You can work with just your hands, doing what needs to be done. You can work with your hands and head, bringing skill and intelligence to your efforts, or you can work with your hands, head, and heart, creating something that truly matters. The world needs people operating at all three levels, but it especially needs more artists, more people willing to put their whole selves into their work and create something beautiful, meaningful, and lasting. What will you choose to become?